Bang! Neves Knives. I'm Jared. My lovely wife Kara is busy. And in this video, we are going to show 10 medium to small knives, all from different companies. We will not do 2 knives from any company. Each knife will be from a different company. So, first off, starting with the KANSEPT Goblin. Titanium frame lock, S35 VN blade steel. Awesome little knife. I do have a full review on this knife. Very fidgety. You got the reverse flicking action and the top flipping action. Both are incredibly easy. And even though it's such a small knife, because of this little choil area, you can get up nice and close to the blade and get all 4 fingers on there. It is a compact little knife, but very cool nonetheless. Next, another Goblin. This is the Bestech Goblin. Let's show these two together just in case if you're wondering which Goblin should you get. Well, they're relatively right around the same size, and you can get a full grip on this one as well. You would never hold this knife back here. You're just too far away from the blade, but in this grip, it's very, very awesome. Basically the same materials, except for this one has carbon fiber, but S35 VN blade steel and titanium. The action is really good on this. And I can reverse flick mine. Now, people always wonder, how do I reverse flick like that? Well, the way I do it is I don't use the front part of my finger like that. I use the side, just like that. And because I'm using the side of my finger, I get a lot more contact. Instead of just a little point like that, I get a lot more contact on the side of my finger. And in this case, I'm doing it right behind this bevel. And it's incredibly easy. Obviously, you push a little bit and flick. Very easy. So, the Bestech Goblin. Next, Kaiser. The Kaiser Mini Sheepdog without the flipper tab. So this is a non-flipper, just a flicker sheepdog, which, man, this thing, I know the flipper version, we've had a couple of them. We had the mini and the larger one. Awesome flipping action, but man, do these things reverse flick very good and thumb flick very good. You have a great amount of hole, I guess, for the thumb flick. It's positioned good, and it just works really good for the thumb flick or the reverse flick. I get a full grip because I don't have the flipper tab in the way. Now, if it was in the way, it would only be a 3-finger grip, but because it's gone, I do have a full grip. 154 cm, and this one is in micarta. Very, very nice. Really like this knife. Very fidgety. I still need to do a review on this. I'm not sure if you guys even care about it, but next. Oh, the Fox Knives Baby Core. Micarta M35 VN. What did I just say? M390, M35, I said. What an idiot. M390 blade steel. It is a full flat ground knife. Now, you do have the flipper on this one, so you can flip it, which works really good, or reverse flick it. They both work really good. You can also thumb flick. This one's not quite a full grip unless you use this choil, which is very, very tight. It's going to be more of this type of grip, to be honest. And if you look at the nose, it's very unique on this one. And it feels unique when you use it. It's just kind of, it's weird. I do have a review coming of this pretty soon. Deep carry wire clip. And yeah, the Fox Knife Baby Core. Next, Twosun. Now, this is the Twosun 158, I think. I think so. Flipper tab. Works really good. It is a small compact knife, but this flipper works incredibly well. It has internal stop pins. This one has beautiful carbon fiber that's well done. Nice big hardware. And titanium frame lock. Titanium milled clip. And M390 that gets down extremely thin behind the edge. I mean, very, very thin. So it does have great cutting geometry. The action is really nice. Now, if you're going to flick off of this fuller, you got to do it kind of like how I said with that other knife where you use the side of your finger. You can't really use the tip. You got to use the side, and it works very easy. off that folder. But it is a compact little knife, so it might be difficult for some people. But awesome knife either way. The Twosun TS158. Also, I like this blade shape, man. Very, very useful blade shape. Next, Spyderco, the Spyderco Chaparral. Really like this knife, man. Very, very slicey, nice and compact. I'm not a big fan of FRN, but in this case, I do like Spyderco's FRN. Now, this one has the deep carry wire pocket clip that works really good. This one has aftermarket titanium screws, and there's just something to a backlock, especially a small, compact, really thin, you know, nice, tightly fit one. When you slow roll it, and it just pops. I love that sound when you can actually feel the lock engaging. It's very satisfying. Love that. You get a full grip on this, even though it is very thin. This is a very compact knife. You can carry this thing basically anywhere. And I can flick it like that, or, you know, close it like that. That was my fault. I can reverse flick it and thumb flick it, but the slow roll is very, very satisfying on this one. I do like it. Great blade shape. The blade shape is very, very useful. CTS XHP. And yeah, man, this thing is so easy to carry, and it's definitely a knife that cuts and works way above its size level or grade, whatever you want to call it. Very, very useful knife right there. You never feel underknifed with that knife for some reason. Next up, Riet. The Riet T2500. They do have bigger versions of this. It is a flipper. M390, titanium and carbon fiber that is seamless. It's a marble or shred carbon fiber. Titanium hardware. This is a Tashi Baruka design, as you can see right there. And this is another one that I can reverse flick, like I was talking about with the other ones, very easily, actually. I almost like doing this action better than the flipper tab. So the flipper tab is slick on this one, but if you use it right and after you know how to use it, it's very easy. But that reverse flick is very easy. I like to put my finger over the choil right there, or hold it like this, where I put this part right into my palm. Kind of hold my fingers pressing it up in there so I can use it like that. Very cool knife. Definitely not cheap. Riet makes great, great quality knives. And still on the factory edge though. I might need to sharpen this one pretty soon. Internal stop pins. And it's not an integral. It looks like it, but you can see the seam. Very, very nicely done though. The bigger version, I'd love to check out the bigger version. I think it's the 1500. I think they have a 1500, a 2500, and I'm not sure if they have a 3500. Next up, the Medford Heiress. This knife, I never see this on anybody's channel. I think the only channel that's ever shown it is our channel. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've never seen anybody really show it. It is CPM D2, but I don't know if you can get it in other blade steels or not. I'm pretty sure you can. Medford offers lots of different steels. S90V, S35VN, basically whatever steel you want. They even offer S45VN. But amazing flicking action. And this thing has gotten very smooth. It is on phosphor bronze, but man, it's very, very glassy. And the sound is really good a lot of times. Internal stop pins, right there, you can see the stop pins. The lockup is rock solid. There we go, there's the sound. Very, very cool. Nice anodizing, and yeah, very, very awesome. USA made. Such a compact little knife, but man, very useful. Nice hollow ground, hand-done hollow ground blade. Nice little slicer. Next up, CJRB. In this case, we're doing the CJRB Melea. Front flipping action, thumb stud action, and you can reverse flick that thumb stud. It's incredibly fidgety for such a little compact knife because it is a small little sucker. You know, it's deep carry clip that's not inset but has flat screws, so carries very, very good. This is their new AARPM 9 steel, and yeah, just so fidgety, very useful, decent cutting geometry, great blade shape for, you know, EDC use. The slow roll's really nice. It does lock up, very solid, and yeah, nice little knife. G10. These things are like 35 bucks, I think. I think that's what they are. Don't hold me to that, but great price either way. I like the color scheme. Great little knife. Next, QSP Penguin. Awesome, awesome knife. Very, very smooth. This thing is, you would think it was on bearings. It is on phosphor bronze and Teflon, which, man, this thumb stud action is really good. The positioning is really good. This one is in D2. They also have an S35VN version, but this one's like $35. Was it 35 bucks for this one? And then for 55 bucks, you can get the S35VN version. The micarta is so well done. I love QSP's micarta. I definitely need to try out some more of their micarta. I like their denim micarta. I'm sure I'll like their other micarta, like their green micarta and so on. I'd love to check out more of them, but great knife. Deep carry clip, steel liners, like I said, D2. The action is amazing. Very, very, very smooth. I mean, it's so smooth. Great utility blade. Great ergos because it is a neutral grip, but it's a great length for a medium-sized knife or a small knife, as you have a full-size knife in a nice little compact package. So it's not like it's an overly big knife. It's not an underwhelmingly small knife. It's a perfect size for EDC, especially for a lot of people. Last but not least, the Civivi Pintail. This thing is one of the best small knives I've ever experienced. This thing is amazing. Super thin hollow grind. I'm talking about very thin. Like, I almost feel like I'm touching my other finger. It's amazing that they didn't blow through this when grinding this. It is a deep hollow grind, and it is Damascus. Beautifully well done Damascus, but this is a great example of good geometry. This is the exact definition of good geometry. It has a great sound to it. The action on the thumb studs is incredible. Incredible action. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It's absolutely incredible action. Even on the flipper tab, this is on bearings, so it's very, very smooth. And for a small knife, I mean, this thing is very smooth. I'm not a big fan of the fake carbon fiber, because it is carbon fiber over G10. I would rather just have G10 or regular carbon fiber, but what a great knife. You can get a full grip on it, but you're smashing. It's better to use that choil. You know, it's a small compact knife, so you can't really expect to get a great grip on it. You know, at least with my hands, maybe with your hands, it's more of a 3-finger knife, but when I use this choil, I can get a full grip. Great EDC blade shape. Man, I'd love to see this in just a little bit bigger of a knife, you know, like with either a 3.5-inch blade would be amazing, which they have a lot of knives that are very similar to this, I guess, in 3.5. Man, what a great knife. Like this one a lot. This could possibly outbeat the Elementum. It's that good. But the Elementum does have better ergos. So I love you guys. Thanks for watching. There you go. The Civivi Pintail. Peace.